Hi viewers, welcome to this channel. So before you watch this video, please subscribe to this channel, like it, share it and comment if you have any doubts. And we were having so many videos of end-to-end real-time projects over SSIS, Power BI, SSAS, SSRS, that is totally MSBI playlist we are having in this channel. So you can watch by going through that playlist, so which will be available in the iCard as well as at the end cards also. And in this channel you can watch whatever you want regarding the interview playlists also available there. So in this video I am going to start the part 1 interview questions. So in the recent days I have started the MSBA project 6, I think so. Two parts has been finished over the SSIS, and next part I will be updating soon, but before that you should be having some knowledge over this SSRS. So that's why I have started this SSRS interview questions, which will be in real time. So let us start. So coming to the first question, so what is SSRS? So SSRS means SQL Server Reporting Services. So this is the window in Visual Studio for making beautiful reports by using the SSRS. So SSRS stands for SQL Server Reporting Reporting Services. So which is a server-based reporting platform used to create, manage and deploy reports. So create means you need to create a report like this, which is a tabular report. And if you want to make some decorations, so you can decorate by using the format option, which is nothing but managing. And deploying option will be there by going into the solution explorer. So by right clicking over that one, you can deploy your project. So those are the three things which will be having in a SSRS. So SSRS allows businesses to produce reports and share them across the organization in a format called as web-based format. So that is the answer to the first question. And if you talk about the second question, what are the key components of the SSRS? So generally the key components of this SSRS where the first one is report server. So report server means where you are going to deploy your report. So it is a web service that manages and executes reports. So if you go here, for deploying you will be having a report configuration manager, so that we call it as second key component, that is report manager. So it is a web-based application used to manage and publish reports. If you want to publish your report you have created through SSRS, you need to install this report server configuration manager. That is the second component of SSRS. And third one is that report designer. Report designer means this is the report designer pane. So the report designer is a tool used to create and design reports. And next one is report builder. So it is an inbuilt builder. So it is also a tool used to create ad hoc reports. And after that data sources. So data sources means here you will be having different data sources. If you want to connect to some source, so you will be having number of data sources available. So through this data sources option you will be connecting for the data. So you will be having an option called as add data source. So and the next key component is data sets. So after you connect to the data source you can drag the data set. So these are the key components of SSRS. And next one is what are the types of reports that can be created using the SSRS. Generally you will be having tabular type reports, means here you can see this is a tabular type report. So if you click here, so you will be getting a report in the table format. So that is called as tabular report. So here I am selecting some year, and if I click on view report, so see here a table report has been shown here. And the second type is matrix report. So you can drag the data set in the form of matrix report also. So these are also similar to tabular reports, but display data in cross tabular format. That is, here you will be having data, here you will be having data, horizontal and vertical manner. And the next one is chart. So if you right click if you right click and click on insert, so you will be having number of visuals. So that is the here you will be having a chart. So chart is one graphical representation of data, and you will be having gauge. So gauges are also visual representations of data that will be showing value in a range or scale. And after that you will be having a map report. So maps are also visual representations of data that show geographical data. So similarly rectangle, etc., etc. So you will be having different reports available. And the next question is, how can you deploy reports in Ssrs? So generally before you go into the deployment, so you need to know what you are going to use for deployment. So generally reports can be deployed in Ssrs using the report manager, that is web-based application, or you can use the Visual Studio IDE. So to deploy reports, you need first to create a report. So this is one report, right? I have shown in the preview here. So you need to create a report and then deploy it to the report server. So by right clicking on this one, by clicking on deploy, it will be asking some location. So that is through the configuration reports or configuration manager. So it will be deploying there. So after that the report can be deployed to a folder or a specific location on the server. And the next question is, what is a report snapshot in Ssrs? So if you save this report by clicking here, so that becomes a saved copy of a report at a specific point in time. So generally it is used to provide a static copy of a report that can be viewed later without rerunning the report. So report snapshots can be created manually or scheduled to run at a specific intervals. And the next question is, how can you optimize Ssrs reports? So to optimize the Ssrs reports, you will be having number of best practices. The first one is that you can use stored procedures instead of inline queries. That means while you are connecting to a data set, so you can use for example, suppose see here, if I click on this data set here, so here you can use a shared data set or embedded use a data set embedded in my report. So here you will be having text type and stored procedure type and also a table type, but here I have selected the text type. So if you want to select stored procedure, you can select that stored procedure and you can call that one. Through that one you can optimize the Ssrs report. And the second one is that you can use some parameters to filter data instead of using a large data set. That means, for example, I have created here a parameter. So in order to create after you create a parameter, so coming to available values, if I select a data set 1 instead of data set 2, so what happens is that so if I go here to the preview in data set 1, as there is a column called as arrival year, so generally you will be having 2 years, 2017 and 2018. So if you select data set 1 rather than data set 2, so you will be having 2017 repeated and 2018 repeated here. But in the data set 2, what I have done is that so I have selected only the distinct values of arrival year from that table. So that's why we use the filtering option that is called as parameter. So we filter that years to distinct values and we will be filtering entire data. So if you want to select only 2017 data, so you will be getting the 2017 data only. If you want to click 2018 data, you will be getting only 2018 data only. But if you don't select the distinct data set or the distinct arrival year, by creating another data set, you will be getting 2018's all present in that data here itself. So that may confuse you. So that is one of the way. And coming to the next one, you can use the sub reports to break down complex reports, and you can use matrix reports for data that requires cross tabulation. You can use charts to display data in a graphical format, and you can use custom code to add functionality that is not available out of the box. So these are the different procedures to optimize Ssrs report. And the next one is, what is a drill through report in Ssrs? So these are the different interview questions will be asked by the interviewer.